video is going to cover a lot, so I'll throw up everything on screen, and then if you want to jump around in the video, look in the description box below because I'll put time codes, and just click the time code and it'll jump you to the different parts of the video, just because some of you guys watching, you're going to want to get to the main point and know how to deal with your Bengal cat. Before we begin, the most important and ultimate rule is that you still need to discipline your cat and teach them household rules. Chiding your cat is necessary, it's for their safety, and it's not going to taint your relationship with them. I promise you that.
Percy's, we need to get up so we can start the video.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Oh no, you are making me yawn.
This video is going to teach you how to socialize a Bengal cat like me, and I am a very moody one.
It's true, he is super moody, but be sure to subscribe and enjoy.
This video is going to be kind of focused on the socialization process of Bengals, because it for sure is different. I just recently learned about them when I went to Korea and they were in a cat cafe, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? That looks like a wild animal. And so I could not believe it that now I am a Bengal cat mom, but I learned real quick that the Bengal cat breed is very active, they're very wild, and they're so playful, but they're not very lovey-dovey. A little bit of a backstory is that I adopted my Bengal cats, Percy's and Nikki, on January 25th of this year. So I've only had them for a few months. I know nothing about their breeder or, what they're like, their techniques, nothing. I assume though that they were purchased from a breeder, just because most Bengal cats are. So then of course they had a previous owner, that's who bought them. And I don't know anything about them either. Something didn't work out and they took them to the shelter. This animal shelter was really good. The volunteers worked really hard with them. But they definitely were a little wishy-washy when we met them. They seemed like they wanted to play, but they seemed a bit more spooked. And it was kind of hard, but we took a chance because they were so cute. We just fell in love with them right away, and I'm so happy we did. But it's all kind of iffy because they may have had really rough time before they entered our home, or they may have been so loved and so well taken care of, and they just have this personality about them. So we try not to dwell on the past, and then you better believe there's been times, especially in the beginning when I wasn't implementing all of these techniques, that I cried, literally was crying, begging for their attention. It was really pathetic, I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I'm sharing that. But I couldn't help it. I was so brokenhearted over them not caring to love me back. In general, with my cats and what I read on the internet, is that they're not like your typical tortoiseshell. And actually, a lot of these cats have a low petting tolerance. And it's so frustrating. Sometimes I'll come up to my cat and the moment will be perfect. So I am petting and scratching them and they're purring, they're like kneading the air, they're rolling around, they're letting me even pet their belly, like, oh my gosh. And then they're done. They're really just done. They're completely satisfied, they get up, they walk away, and then they don't want you to touch them anymore. So how do Bengal cats show affection? It's actually a lot like your typical cat, minus the petting and the cuddling. So they're still going to rub up against you and like your legs. They're going to meow at you and purr, and they might give you some gifts. But instead of like coming up and lying down on your lap, they may join you on the couch by being on the cushion over from you. You may also observe that your Bengal cat spends all day ignoring you, acting as if you don't even exist. But I'm telling you, they do want a relationship with their owner. I'm scooting over here. We got some display text for you. So, Bengal cats have these desires. They like to be involved in whatever you are doing. It doesn't help that they are extremely curious, but you will notice that when you walk into a room, your cats will eventually follow you. They like to know what's up, they like to observe you, and they just like to be a part of something like any household animal or person wants to. Also, love to show off and impress their owners. I have this one feather toy I play with, and they love to do so many flips and cartwheels. It is amazing. They will take on any challenge and jump so incredibly high. It is crazy, but they're definitely putting on a show. And I know this sounds weird, but they are still really needy. Like, if they meow at you, that's summoning you to pet them or give them some sort of attention. Or when they rub up against your leg, you need to acknowledge of how appreciative you are. It's really crazy, but they can get very stubborn. It's almost like their zodiac sign is a Leo. And their number one social desire is to build a trust with their owner and just 100% know that they are being taken care of by their human. Like I've said, Bengal cats are wild creatures. They're 4th generation Asia Leopard Cat. So there are certain things you just shouldn't do. Chasing makes them feel hunted, but I don't think any cat wants to be chased. Also, making loud noises. That's really scary. It hurts their ears. It also seems like an act of aggression. Don't do that. Playing with them without a toy, because you'll learn real quick. When you play with them with your hands, you get back no hands. Like, your hands will be mangled. They play so rough. But it also causes them confusion. You need to teach them early on that a toy is for playing and your hands are not. And don't be towering over them or making sudden movements. It does get better once they're more comfortable with you, but especially in the beginning, it's just, you don't really do this with any new pet that you have. Take it from me, do not pick them up. I tried that and I did it too soon in our relationship, and they didn't trust me and they literally ran from me for a month straight. And then of course I cried then too. But I also gotta say is someday you may earn your cat's trust and he or she will still not like being picked up. I know getting a soft little towel and wrapping the cat up to like they're this cute little burrito is a popular method of cat socialization because the cat can't run away, it can't get its claws out, and then you as a person, you're like petting the little kitty burrito and you're just showing them that how good the pets and the scratches feel, and you like build that relationship, and it's so cute. And it does not work for a Bengal cat. I have tried that method and it was with Nikki since we struggled with her more. She started growling, then she became spooked of any type of blanket, wouldn't let me touch her for 2 weeks straight, and it just put a damper on things. I felt like we had to start from like ground zero and work our way back up. I'm sorry, I feel like this video is a bit discouraging for people who are wanting to become Bengal cat moms, but I just want to be honest and prepare you so you can know if you really want a Bengal cat. But listen, there are ways that you can build a Bengal cat's trust. Pet them whenever you get the chance. Whenever I see a cat, I pet a cat. Now, sometimes you'll pet them and then they'll have a reaction and you know that they're not in the mood, but you tried. And the point is to try several times a day. I have the best luck when they're lying down because they're already so relaxed, and I just make sure to like gently pet them, and then I just kind of go along with their body language. Try to play with them every single day because to the cats, this is a bonding activity with their owner. And also, this is a great way to get them close to you so you can pet them. And if they do a really good job of chasing and catching whatever toy you're playing with, take the time to pet them and congratulate them and give them all the praise. Strategically feed them treats.
You get a treat. You get a treat.
So what I like to do with Nikki is that when I feed her socialization treats, as I call them, I make sure to put them real close to me so she has to crawl into my lap to receive them. And this way she is very close to me and realizes that I'm just there to pet her. I'm not there to do anything else. Words of affirmation, because I guess we don't really know if cats know what you're saying or not, but I think they really can sense the tone. Rub the pet beds all over your body. I've seen this and we've tried it, but we only wash the pet beds from time to time. In general, don't use any strong fragrances on pet beds because then they may not enjoy those scents. Like, you don't know them. But also when it's very neutral and it's been aired out, then it's much easier for it to pick up your scent. Rub it on you, do what you can. Don't do anything weird with it. And then just put it back. And the cats, it's kind of like how humans take comfort in certain smells. Your cat will develop a certain comfort with your smell. It's like the psychology of it. In general, whether you are dealing with a Bengal cat or a red tabby, they love to slow blink, and it's actually a love language to them. It's how they express affection. So it's really good if they're going to be slow blinking at you, you should be slow blinking back. It's a little bit hard to pick up on a Bengal cat slow blinking because they're always wide-eyed and looking at you and so alert and whatnot. And then when they're relaxed, they're napping. Like, their slow blink is them never opening their eyes until like an hour later. So it's definitely harder to do, but I just make sure that when they're looking at me, I am slow blinking and I am just always trying to track their progress. And I've noticed that a couple times they slow blink back. I just realized some of you guys don't know what slow blinking is, especially if you are not a cat owner just yet. But what cats do is they'll do this thing where they go. I know it's weird, but scientists have actually researched this, so it's a real thing. And now that you know, that's all you're gonna see when you look at a cat. I know this is going to be a popular question because so many sources say that you can train a Bengal cat like a dog. You can teach them to stay, to fetch, to use a toilet instead of a litter box. And also people go on Instagram and they see Suki, and Suki's just awesome. Suki obviously has a very cool personality. Suki is very well trained. Suki's great. Right now, I can't comment on this because I'm still in the process of socializing my Bengal cats. And if you were to adopt one, you too will have to make sure you completely earn their trust before you move on to training them. But I definitely think it is possible. But again, you just gotta have the patience.
I'm Nikki and I approve of this video. Now let me get back to my leather chew toy. Nom 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 nom.
I hope this video really helped you out. Be sure to give this video a like, support a small content creator and cat mom. And if you have anything else to add or questions, be sure to put them down in the comments so we can help out other Bengal cat moms. Love you, mean it, bye.